Everybody loves dads, stories, and the Marine Corps. What could be better than Marine Corps dads who tell stories? Here's another story with veteran storyteller Jon Shuerger Jr., a Marine Corps dad.
Tonight's story is called The Girl Who Cried Wolf. Once upon a time, this dad had to send his little girl out to watch his sheep. And his little girl was not very good at watching sheep, which is very strange because sheep are very easy to watch. This little girl would go out and she'd look at herself in the mirror and she would put makeup on and she'd put her lipstick and do her eyes. She'd do her hair because she wanted the boys in the village to think she was pretty, and she wasn't watching sheep. Well, one of the jobs of the little girl was to count the sheep when they came into the sheepfold for the night to see if any had gone missing. And one was missing. And she was like, uh-oh, that's not good. And so when her daddy asked her, were all the sheep in the sheepfold? She said, mm-hmm. All the sheep were there. Yep. Yip-er-do. But one sheep was missing. So she took all the sheep out the next day. She was like, where'd that sheep go? Where'd that sheep go? She was like, I don't know. But if I tell someone, I'm gonna get in trouble, you know? And I don't want to get in trouble. I'm too pretty to be in trouble. I mean, look at me. Way too pretty to be in trouble. If I had long hair, I'd be floofing it. And so she didn't want to get in trouble, so she didn't tell anybody that a sheep had gone missing. And so that night, when she brought all the sheep in, another sheep was missing. And she was like, well, no one's going to notice. It's only one sheep, right? I mean, they all say bye. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, she's like, no one's going to notice. So her dad asked her, there doesn't seem as noisy in the sheepfold. Are you sure all the sheep are in there? She's like, yeah, Dad. I totally counted them you totally make me do every day. And yeah, all the sheep are there. Okay? Leave me alone. And so her dad left her alone because he trusted her. And the next day, she was out in the field and taking pictures for Instagram with her phone and messaging her girlfriends, and did not even notice the big hungry wolf taking one of the sheep. And the wolf had his paw over the sheep's mouth, and the sheep was going, but she was floofing her hair, just doing her nails, and wasn't paying attention. And so the sheep got taken away. Guys, it went on every day until all the sheep were gone. And her daddy came back from a trip and asked, where are all the sheep? And she was like, I don't know. I did what you said. I sat out there. And he's like, did you watch the sheep? Maybe. Well, kinda. And the wolf took all the sheep that the man had because the little girl would not pay attention and she didn't cry wolf she was supposed to. And so she became poor because her daddy became poor because they didn't have any sheep anymore. So what's the lesson of the story?
Not.
Put your phone down and do your job. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Okay.
That was another story with Jon Shuerger Jr., a Marine Corps dad. Check the show notes for links to his Patreon and website at creativegrumbles.com.